This afternoon, we've got a great lineup for you of B2B and B2B-C pitches. We're going to start with a group that says they're going to revolutionize the way we do online purchases. Imagine if you could stay within Twitter or Facebook and do all the online purchases you wanted. Ladies and gentlemen, from Santiago de Chile, Uanbai.
Just want to check on how this works.
Okay.
Okay, just checking. Okay, we know there's a lot of people in social networks in the world. In fact, social media is so powerful that every single mass consumption brand is present, as well as small businesses which use social networking to reach their customers. So we have lots of people with lots of brands and lots of small businesses. But even though we have all these elements, there's no easy way to buy or sell anything, and neither brands nor small businesses can benefit of their social presence. So why don't we make it simple, where everyone posts what they want to sell directly in their newsfeed or timeline, and you can buy everything with one click as you normally do on iTunes or Amazon. Well, that's Uanbai. Of course, there are some people trying to do the same, but so far we're the only ones with Facebook, Twitter, a one-click solution with business intelligence tools and capable to collect bills and to make frequent payments, like topping up a prepaid phone, which is an industry that just in Chile moves more than 1.3 billions of transactions, and worldwide represents hundreds of them. And let me tell you a secret. By 2017, it's forecast that prepaid payments will represent more than 822 billions. And we're talking about a lot of money, and the one who says that is MasterCard, who just happens to know something when payments come. And there's something even more important. We have an exclusive agreement with one of the main social network providers to integrate Uanbai in a deeper and higher level with them. So we can increase our barriers for new entrants and increase the we increase for new entrants the barriers and we have like a deeper commitment with them. How we make money? Pretty simple. We get a commission on every trade. And who's behind this? Well, that's me, Pancho Roncoso. I'm a bachelor in social sciences with a business administration degree and a master's in marketing. And my associate is Ivan Cruz, an engineer in computer sciences with experience in innovation for telecom, banking, and advertising. Together, we founded Tridente. We built a customer relationship management app for the Chinese car company Chery, and now we're working with Uanbai. And where are we going? When in 2013, we end up launching with our platform, and we launched our first pilot. But even more important, and the really cool things are happening this year. First, when we launched with Virgin Mobile, allowing them to become the first telecom in the world to start selling their top-ups, allowing them to become the first telecom company to topping up their prepaid phones on Twitter and Facebook, and having a staggering 87% of repurchase rate. And even more important, we signed a contract with a prepaid broker, so now we can start selling every other telecoms. But there's even more, since we start selling with Hoyt Cinema movie tickets. And the cool thing about this is that we have more than a 12% of conversion rate. And of course, that brought us a lot of media, which brought us more contracts like Claro, which is a massive telecom in Latin America, and Tilectra, which is the main power distributor in Chile, so we can start collecting their electricity bill on Twitter and Facebook. This is huge because they're not only a massive company with more than 1.6 million of households, but also they're the local branch of Endesa, which happens to be like the largest power distributor in Latin America, so the potential is huge. And by doing this, we're right now integrating our company with many other companies, like very diverse, from DirecTV to Metro de Santiago. Allowing this, we are leveraging the base of customers. And with this leverage of customers, we are building a base so we can replicate this with more people, and we allow them to start, they start selling their own stuff on social networks. And this, with the leverage of the contracts we already have, we want to replicate this everywhere. For instance, Virgin Mobile already wants us to start doing the same thing in Mexico and Colombia. So that's Uanbai, and these are one of the few reasons on why we will succeed. That's Uanbai. Thank you very much. pasa para los lados. Fuck.
All right. All right, we'll let the jury finish their job there. That's a tough call with such a good team. All right, the next group is really exciting. Imagine Airbnb for travel. Imagine peer-to-peer travel packages where you could set up your own travel package and sell it to other people on the web. Well, we're lucky today to have the founder here all the way from Barcelona, and she's going to talk to us about Trip for Real.
Hello everyone, my name is Gloria Mullins. I am the founder at Trip for Real, and I'm here to present to you a revolutionary way of travel that you are all gonna love so much. So when we travel, you can see the photo now in the presentations. We normally get to places, we wanna be by ourselves, and then there's thousands of people in the same place. We're looking for off the beaten path restaurants, and there's 20,000 people that has looked for the same place. And the same happens with really nice spots on a city, you know? We are crowds when we travel, and we are tourists following masses. That's why Trip for Real is here. Trip for Real is allowing you to experience a city as never before through its people. So experience a city like a local. At Trip for Real, as he said really well, we connect travelers with local experts that are showing you the city, their city. So this way, you get to go to the really off the beaten path places. You get to go and spot the really nice restaurants where locals go, and you really, really get to hang out with locals everywhere. What's really magic about us? Well, from the traveler point of view, they get to really discover authentic, amazing experiences, and our price is a lot lower than the conventional supply. From the locals' point of view, we allow them to make money while they share their passion and they really, really enjoy something. More than 50% of the people plan their trip online. 1 of every 4 reservations is made online. And Spain is a really, really number 3rd worldwide where tourists go to. 60% of the travelers consult and plan their trips online, and 70% of the travelers are independent travelers. They want to organize their own trips. Well, the activities market is now huge. It's $90 billion global, $50 billion in Europe, and 3.9 only in Spain. So it's a huge market, people. There is a lot of competitors around. They are offering activities, but Trip for Real is not just another experience provider. The difference in Trip for Real is that it is a peer-to-peer. So it's not only conventional activities, but people behind these activities. Why is Trip for Real really, really magic and authentic? Well, it's all about people behind our experiences, and I think that makes it unique. Besides this, we are a community of more than 20,000 travelers and locals that want to change the way you travel. Prices are below the conventional supply. Market leaders already in Spain with 2,500 activities, and we have thousands of locals in Spain gaining an extra income. It's really easy how it works. We're just an intermediary. The traveler goes to the website, finds activity, books it, experiences, and pays, and the local puts their offer in the website, accepts or declines, does the experience, and get paid. And Trip for Real gets an 18% of this. How do we find the travelers? Well, we're building and growing an amazing brand. And what we do is brand building, SEO, SEM, direct, and partnership. The same to find our locals. We have word of mouth, referral, direct, and partnerships. Behind any startup, I believe there is an amazing dream team, and I'm really lucky for that. I have Ferran Adrià, number one chef worldwide, invested in my startup, so the first investment that he did, and I also have Kibo Ventures and Caixa Capital Risk that they put 1 million 2 months ago in our company. We are 1 year and a half old, so that's pretty amazing that we raised already 1 million and almost and a half. We have a dream founding team, and I'm the solo founder. Behind our company, I really encourage you to join more than 20,000 people in this way of traveling. We have partnerships like Airbnb, Welling, hotels, and also Time Out, and we've been featured all around the world. In the future, we're going international. So we're opening 6 more countries this year in 2015. So the Trip for Real is really, really growing. And that's why we need you. If you're a partner, we want to make business with you. If you're amazing, we're really growing on our team, so send us an email. And if you are an investor, international investor, we want you to help us grow your country. So $50 billion market, we don't want to travel like this. Stop being just another tourist and start traveling for real. Thank you very much.
Exciting stuff. All right. The next group is dealing with an issue that maybe many of us don't realize is an issue. When was the last time you went to the doctor and thought, I wonder if this guy knows what he's doing? When was the last time that doctor got trained? Well, let me tell you, doctors today, they don't have time to be trained offline. So these people figured out, let's train doctors online. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Comunidad de Madrid, actually Area 31 of IE Business School, Pupilum.
Hey, good afternoon. My name is Fernando, and I'm a co-founder of Pupilum, an e-learning platform for doctors. See, this is what doctors learn at university, and it's only 2% of what they need to know for their clinical practice. The rest is called continuing medical education. Okay, you might be asking, how does this refer to me? Imagine you are an avid runner, cyclist, or ultimate frisbee player. One day you fell, you hurt your knee, you go to the hospital, and one of these two doctors takes care of you. They both look the same, but one of them updates regularly his medical education, and the other one never finds the time. You enter the operation room, and if you are unlucky, you get the bad surgeon, and 3 weeks after the surgery, you're still at the hospital. But if you're lucky, 3 weeks after surgery, you are back playing ultimate frisbee. Now, there's no reason to panic, because more than 10 million doctors out there dedicate 120 hours and over $1,000 each every year to update their medical education. The problem is that 95% of the courses they enroll in are offline, and all offline is expensive and time-consuming. And for this reason, doctors cannot enroll in all the courses they need. This is a market that is about to be disrupted. And of course, competition exists, but it is mainly offline and very fragmented. This is how competitors looked like 15 years ago, when pharma companies used to sponsor medical education courses to doctors around the world. Now times have changed, and doctors have to pay for the courses they enroll in. And this is what they get. And this is a real picture taken one of Madrid's largest hospitals. In crappy little rooms like the one in the picture is where our doctors, are updating their medical education. As opposed to this, we offer Pupilum, where all our courses are online. And with Pupilum, doctors now are able to update their medical education whenever they want, wherever they are, at their own pace. You see, Pupilum is not just making it easier for doctors to update their medical education. Pupilum is helping them to do more courses for less money, thus helping them to become better doctors. Now, our business is really simple. We sell courses. They are made by the best doctors and the best publishers, and we deliver them to other doctors. And to reach thousands of students, we are giving away for free part of our courses. We distribute them through partners, and we reach thousands of students. But the magic here is that 2.5% of these students are already converting into paying students. Our team had previously built the largest social network for doctors in Spain. And we also have Elena, who brings to the team more than 20 years of experience in educating healthcare professionals. And we have a great medical advisory board. Now, this is what this team has achieved in the last 12 months. We've launched 12 courses and gotten to over 2,000 students. We call this product fit. We've been monetizing since the very first day and growing really fast each month. We call this market fit. Yet our most significant achievement to date is that we're already operations profitable. What we spend acquiring new customers is nearly half of what we're already obtaining from them. And these are real numbers. These numbers are repeatable. They're scalable. We are ready to scale. Pupilum is ready to scale. And scale Pupilum is what we plan to do. We started with doctors in Spain, but 10% of our sales are already coming from other healthcare professionals. And 5% of our sales are already coming from Latin America. This is a $20 billion market, and we aim to conquer it. Now, key takeaways for Pupilum today. There's a huge market that is about to be disrupted. We've got a great product and a unique team that has shown relevant early traction. And finally, there's momentum. As the medical education industry is about to be disrupted, and we operate two of the hottest sectors to be in right now, healthcare and education. And 30 seconds to just one final thought. Pupilum is in a global quest to deliver the best medical education courses to doctors around the world. With our courses, doctors will be better doctors. And I'm not talking about generic doctors. I'm talking about your doctor. So the next time you go to the hospital, your doctor will be well prepared to send you back home soon to run, cycle, or play Ultimate Frisbee. Thank you very much.
Exciting stuff. All right, the next group, I mean, you've all heard of crowdfunding. Well, these people are called equity crowdfunding people. So what does that mean? It actually means they actually source equity investors. Ladies and gentlemen, from the United States, Onevest.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alejandro Cremades, and I am one of the co-founders and CEO at Onevest.
I'm Eric Bremen, a co-founder and CIO for Onevest.
And we're here today to introduce you to our revolutionary service.
The way in which startup investing has evolved until now is such where entrepreneurs seeking capital, only a small minority ever get funded. This results in a very important group of worthwhile startups never get access to the capital they need to build the meaningful and impactful enterprises. Unfortunately, startups had not been able to access accredited investors who lack the means to carry out due diligence and make informed investment decisions.
And for that, Onevest was born. We've built a startup investing marketplace where we actually connect startups with investors. We're changing the way they are actually connecting with one another.
In addition to proven traction by facilitating transactions online, we have built one of the largest communities in the startup ecosystem with over 40,000 entrepreneurs and 15,000 registered investors.
We have a solid management team that includes people that have helped, found, and also developed companies such as Tumblr, HyperOffice, or Compara Mejor. We have 15 full-time employees allocated between our office in New York City, San Francisco, and then as well Washington, D.C. In addition, we have wonderful advisors who are guiding us with their expertise in marketing, building marketplaces, and also startup communities.
When building a startup, the key ingredients for success are team, market, and product. Equally important, however, is being at the right time in history. Thanks to the regulations being introduced by the Jobs Act in America, our market is ready to explode as companies are allowed to advertise they are fundraising. Consider this. Up until recently, only about 300,000 accredited investors have been active in early-stage investing. With Title II of the Jobs Act, which was implemented late last year, an additional 7.5 million accredited investors are now accessible. Furthermore, with Title III of the Jobs Act, 300 million Americans will now be allowed to invest into startups. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the biggest change to the financial industry in well over 80 years.
With regards to our competitive landscape, we are actually building a curated marketplace where we're helping educate and also make better informed decisions, the startups and then as well the investors. The biggest competitive advantage that we have with Onevest is the fact that we're capturing the companies at the formation stage with a breakthrough service that helps in the matchmaking of co-founders. So for example, if any of you has a business background, you would come to Onevest, meet your tech co-founder, and launch the profile on the site. This gives us 6 months to 1 year in advance to actually build the relationship with the company. So let's put it this way. If you are an entrepreneur, you build a company, and you're already on the Onevest site with the following, and with that profile, it makes little to no sense to actually go to another site. We have great partnerships such as Techstars, MIT, and Harvard that are using this technology. Over 200 of them.
Our broker-dealer charges 7.5% of transactions that occur on our platform, We're generating revenues and expect to generate $4.9 million next year.
We've raised up to date 3.3 million. We're actually going to be launching another round on our site of 5 million to develop on our 18-month plan. And together, ladies and gentlemen, and with you as well, we're reinventing startup investing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Good stuff, guys. Exciting stuff. All right, well, you've all heard of car sharing, Zipcar and things like that. Well, these people are going to take this one step further. You notice how today we've had a lot of companies doing the Airbnb model, the peer-to-peer, where these people say they're going to revolutionize mobility inside the center of Madrid. They're actually going to do car sharing and peer-to-peer car sharing, and they'll tell you what that means. Ladies and gentlemen, Blue Zone.
Hello, this is Jorge González Iglesias, co-founder of Blumove Car Sharing. We all know about the phenomenon by which people are concentrating around cities. These levels of density generate certain problems. We all know about them. One of those big problems has to do with mobility. We do have a lot of alternatives to move inside the city, but every now and then we always like to feel the freedom of having an own car. This means we're creating incredible car populations around cities which are extremely inefficient. Statistically, 95% of the time, those cars are parked. Imagine being able to actually feel the freedom of having a car, but with the pool of cars that you're actually sharing with your neighbors. Imagine that just by downloading an app and with the technology, you could actually pay on a per-use basis. You could actually just think about it just exactly when you need it. Imagine that with this technology, you could actually grab the cars 24/7. You could grab the cars 100% autonomously, and you could do it just right beside your house at max 400 meters away. Well, this is exactly what we do in Blumove Car Sharing. We revolutionize the mobility industry. Car sharing is a global market. There are big examples of large markets in North America, in Europe, in Asia. The truth is, the growth prospects of this market are extraordinary. The 1.7 million users we had in Europe last year are expected to be 15 million users by 2020, so it's an authentic revolution, which is a 7 billion euro market. For Spain, this means the 18,000 users we have today are going to be more than 500,000 users, which is a market a lot larger than 150 million euros. Blumove is the leading franchise in Spain, has more than 7,000 members, more than 150 cars, €1 million in revenue, and has key relationships with local authorities. It is the only player with multi-geographical presence around Spain, and it has certain key strategic agreements that are key for scalability. For example, with the Transportation Consortium of Madrid or Sevilla, by which you can see in the image the metro map that you can find today in the subway stations here in Madrid, where the blue rabbits are the locations of the Blumove cards. You can also see the monthly card of, in this case, Madrid. We're going to do it from Madrid and Sevilla, by which with this card you're going to be able to open and close Blumove cars, which is the same card you use to use the metro or bus. This gives us direct access to 1.5 million people a click away. Additionally, we have a strategic agreement with Kia, which is key for the accelerated growth in number of cars. So we've solved the car problem. And we've launched the first car sharing service in the streets of Spain with actual public space, with special signs that you can see in the image. It's been launched in Sevilla, and it's a phenomenon that's going to be replicated all around Spain now. With this, we're going to execute the unique growth opportunity we have now to capitalize the incredible value we can here in Spain. We're going to reach 81,000 members by 2018, 1.8 thousand cars, and an EBITDA of 5.4 million euros. To do this, we need 6 million euros to fully execute the growth plan, and to do it, 6 million euros to fully execute the growth plan, and to do it, we have a best-in-class execution team. The founders have been key for the creation of the sectors in the past 3 years, which is relatively new. And with this, we're going to lead the collaborative and consumption revolution in Spain. Let me just add one more thing. We've brought some cards here. My partner, Gabriel, We really want you to try our product. It's super cool, our technology. You just download the app, Blumove on Google Play or the App Store, and in 5 minutes you can actually use the car. We've habilitated a point here in Las Ventas, so you can, if you have mobility needs around the summit, you can use it. And so just anyone who wants to try it, please just put the hands up. You can receive one of the packs, and then just go to our booth, and in 5 minutes you can use the car. We have lots of packs, so if there's not enough, you can come to our booth later. Thank you very much.
Good stuff.
There was one slide missing. That's why I got a bit. Thanks.
Okay. Well, these guys are using you as their sample, huh? All right. This is the last one. Last but not least of the block for this afternoon of B2C and B2B. This company is focusing on something that's important to every company out there today. And that's the conversations happening on social media, even today. These people actually analyze those conversations and they give insights to corporations on what people are thinking about their brands and different things. Born and raised in Madrid, Sentisis.
Well, thank you very much for having us here. I'm Jorge, the CEO and co-founder of Sentisis, which is a social media analytics company for the Spanish language. And I'm going to show you what this means with an example. We've already been 4 months working with Banco Santander, analyzing the insurance industry in Latin America. And they had a problem, which is that people don't speak about insurance brands, right? So we made them analyze the industry, and they understood that there were opportunities around earthquakes because people were asking questions about coverage of their houses, of their cars, whenever an earthquake took place, right? And this is a problem that not only brands like Banco Santander have. It's a problem that also governments, like the government in Veracruz or the government in Barcelona, or professionals like Xabi Alonso or other famous people have, because they generate thousands of conversations a month, and they all need to understand these conversations taking place in Spanish. And that's where we appear. Our company, Sentisis, is the company that allows them to understand these conversations. First of all, there's a lot of noise being generated in social media, and we're a company that translates big data into real-time insights that allow them to take decisions. Second of all, our technology is designed for the Spanish language, and therefore it can extract the context in a conversation. So, for example, and here I have to switch to Spanish, entendemos la diferencia entre la hostia de comentarios y un comentario de la hostia. Okay, so then, excuse my French also, then also our tool is adapted to each industry, which allows us to be much more strategic than other tools. And here's what we saw here. What usually happens in Latin America is that people are using other platforms to monitor the conversation, but then they're manually tagging this data. And we want to solve this. We want the people to focus on the strategy and the machines to focus on the analysis, which is where they are good. And that's what Sentisis does. So let's speak a little bit about the market. The digital advertising market, both in Latin America, is growing, and the social media analytics market is growing 45% a year. It's a $1 billion market that is expected to be $4 billion in 5 years. And let's speak a little bit about us. Right now in September, we are already generating 40K of monthly recurring revenue, and we've been growing 25% each month since January of 2014. We have a team that includes linguists and engineers with whom we have developed a product used by brands like Microsoft or L'Oreal, governments like Barcelona or Veracruz, and also big agencies like Ogilvy and Jan & Rubicon. Our business model is mainly a SaaS license, and on top of it, we sell services to the companies where they can see the reports and take decisions. Our main processes include outbound marketing, where we call companies to get meetings, and also we have consultative sales. And we want to scale these processes. In our team, we have already raised 500K of funding, and among our investors, it's 500 startups, which we have here in Spain. Actually, Betty was saying there's 7 companies already invested from Spain. We're one of them. And we're actually expecting to grow. Right now, we're 3 salespeople. We're generating 10K of revenue a month, of extra revenue a month. We want to scale this to 1 million run rate in the beginning of 2015. And therefore, we're raising $1.6 million to focus first in our product, to focus on products that can extract actionable insights for companies. And also, we're already in Spain and with offices in Mexico, thanks to 500 startups. And we want to grow in Colombia and in the US in 2015. Thank you very much for your time, and welcome to Talk to Us.